It's been 12 months since we moved into this 10,000 square foot warehouse, so in this video we're going to do an all access walk around the entire warehouse where I'm going to just share with you everything that we've been up to, the current status of our operations, and the goal here is, I've got two goals. Number one is just to share with you the different setup that we have, which will help you in terms of if you've got goals in your own warehouse, you want to move out into your first warehouse, or you're just looking for different recommendations on setups. So this is going to be a great video for you. And number two is just to have a bit of a walk and talk with you as though you was actually here. I know as we're coming out the back end of the lockdown, we've not had the opportunity really to have any visitors as such. We've had some visitors through business related visits to the warehouse, but now we're opening back up. We're super excited to have our first date where we're going to be inviting and opening these doors for our Mastermind members, our Inner Circle members, our partners to come and visit us. So let's go and have a bit of a walk. So there's a couple of major things that we've done from an outside perspective. It's not a great day today. It was sunny yesterday and now it's all grey and gloomy, but really try to have pride in everything that we have. So there's a sign up, the brand new sign we've rebranded over these first sort of 12 months, Systemise Fulfilment. We've got our flags now, the EU, the UK and the US. Wanted to get like signage all outside for parking as well as the plants. It just makes us you know, you come into work, your place of work, you want to be proud of where you're working, and you know, you want to make it into your own. So that's certainly what we've wanted to do, and this is now, as I shut this door here, the actual entrance. So the entrance to the warehouse, this is where it's sort of a reception. This is where we've got our first team that are in here. This is our business development team. So at the time of this recording, next week we're actually going to have two more new team members come in, and it's something that I'm super excited about because it's been a side of the business that I've wanted to develop. And now we're going to have our business development managers as well, which is really awesome, especially for us that we want to develop our own business, but also we have all our amazing partners that use us as a service, and we want to always think about how can we support, what more can we do, whether that is jumping on the phone, whether that is development plans, whether that is just really knowing what your goals are and our partners' goals are. So having a business development team is super exciting. Then we've got a nice little entrance, remember why you started. And then this was one of the first rooms that we got done, this is our reception room. This is great for when we've got interviews, and it's like a little waiting room. When we've got suppliers that come, our partners that come, it's a great little room that we have here. We've got this TV here too, which is going to be great because we're going to be doing inductions, and we try to tell our story, and it's a big part of our core values and culture. Just to, on the screen we've got like music playing, and just tell our story, what we represent and what we really stand for. And that's one of the key things that's my responsibility and Kylie's responsibility and our managers and leaders that we've got in the business, just to set that standard, just to set that core values and what we represent. And that's why we've got nice little signs here. Oh, let's get you back up right. It's not a lack of resources that stops you, it's your lack of resourcefulness. Okay, it's a nice little sign. We've got our little book underneath there for in the waiting room. We've just taken lots of different photos of the journey, done lots of videos like this of the journey too. This then takes us into our staff break room, where these are our old tables from our first warehouse, and we just converted them into sort of our staff table, which is a great use of materials, and it's great for us to actually have an actual staff room now, which is really awesome, because we didn't have one in the first warehouse that we had. We only had like one office space. We also have a board here for all our partner reviews and testimonials and comments, and we're actually going to keep expanding this, and a part of our finances department, HR, support, we're actually going to be having a bit of a move around again next week, because we're going to have two new staff members come in. So all our managers are going to be in here, from Kylie to Kaylee to Mitch to Siobhan to Charlotte. We're going to have all our major functions within this room, where we've got boards up, all our goals, our quarterly goals. So this is a great evolution too from our previous warehouse, when we literally only had one office. So let me walk through into the first sort of main operational office. So the first thing you'll notice is that we've got these boards up. These are all our goals. It's so important to share your goals and share what you want to do. So we've set up visions, everything from what our vision is to our ultimate vision, to our people, the team, the data that we collect, all the goals that we've got this quarter. These boards are really great, and we've just then laminated all our goals and stuck them on the wall, which is awesome. So this is as you may remember, this never used to have sort of shelving or anything in it, and the reason for that was we decided we wanted to maximize the space. So we actually have our operational team in here now, where we've got a number of these desks. So in terms of wanting to set your own warehouse up, you know, these are just chairs and simple desks, nothing too fancy. Many of these desks are still for like years old. You can just go to Argos and get them. This is where we've obviously got printers. We started with like Canon printers. Now we've actually got a leased printer. This is on hire. We pay for that every single month, but the actual cost of that printer is so much more beneficial now. We've actually got a leased printer. This is where all our quality control, cameras, security cameras, and all our materials, office materials, as well as everything in this corner too. We have everything labelled up. We've got tape, poly bags, you name it, it's all in there. And then we have everything. We've got to look after everything in the warehouse now. We've got everything from our first aid to coronavirus first aid. We've got all our shipments that are already ready for the next day. We've actually got timers on each of the shipments for the urgency and the speed of what we're trying to ship at. Just started to rain outside, so you might be able to hear that. And then we go into the first part of the warehouse. Now, when we first moved in, this actually was our outbound, but now it's our inbound, because we've just continued to try to move things around and optimize. So I've created videos on the channel, and if you haven't subscribed, and if you are enjoying this, please give it a big thumbs up and do subscribe. We have all these rollers, these containers that are all on wheels, and they fly around the warehouse, which is super exciting. We've got these are the old tables, so you may see old vlogs where we had these holes. We've covered the holes up, and we just use them now for our inbound. We've got lots of things going on here. We've got our inbound station, our dashboard, so we know what's expected in. We've got all these trolleys. So these trolleys are really useful. It allows you to really move the products around the warehouse with speed. We've got all our pallets right here. We've got pallets, and then this side of the warehouse here is all our brand partner. So When we first moved in, we didn't have any racking or anything, so this racking is from, you can just get this from any company like a Big Dog. Really good quality and cost effective as well, which is really useful. We've got our UPS station there where we can print out. We've got like a Zebra printer over there, and then inside the actual the processing, we have all these streams which I've shared in the past on why we developed these streams. The goal was for us to reinvent ourselves in having a processing system that's not just with speed but with quality control. And that's why over the last 12 months we've done extensive amount of work on these streams, and we continue to optimize them with all these trays. We've got some a real nice finish on the top. It's like aluminium composite, so it's super hard wearing, but it looks really good. And these trays here, they go all the way down to the end, so it's all like in a system. And then we've got like these workstations where all the products will be processed, and then these trays can essentially be pushed back underneath. So it's a neat little system. It's certainly been really great for us. And then we have our quality control stations. So we've actually got 4 quality control stations, 4 streams, all with these 1080p Wi-Fi cameras, which are really useful. We've got these weighing stations, we've got now laptops. We're actually, at this moment in time, this is where all the boxing and the palletization and everything happens. This moment in time, we're actually doing a bit of a conversion. So our stream 1 is going to be built into our pallet station in terms of our pallet quality control. So we used to put everything through the stream and then build the pallets like in the space that we have. But what we wanted to do is redesign and reinvent our pallet system and our pallet building system. So these cameras, this camera here, in the next week or so, we're actually going to have a sort of a square quality control station with cameras overlooking at different angles. So when the team are actually building the pallets and they've gone through this pallet stream, they're actually building the pallet, and we're going to actually have the record and the CCTV of the pallet being built, which is to me it's going to be super exciting. It's going to have the pallet being built. Every single product is going to go through the camera like it does now, but we're going to be able to actually show Amazon, if we need to, the actual footage and the actual CCTV of the actual pallet build. So this product is actually being put onto this pallet. So that's pretty cool. So in terms of setting up, I'll share with you a couple of bits of equipment. So in terms of actually the quality control end, we've got these weighing scales. These were just from, we can just pick these up from eBay. They're around about £50 each. These are really accurate, really good. We actually have some weights here where we do calibrations and we do quality control checks as well, just to make sure that we are getting the right weights. On each of these stations, we actually have laptops. So the laptops actually connect to our office where the team are creating shipments. They're able to communicate with one another. They're able to, our quality control is now electronic, which allows us to get away from much of the writing. So we've created sort of like Google Sheets and quality control sheets where we're able to fill in all the information, print that out. It's all time dated, nicely branded. We've got a logo on there. All the we've got everything from conditional formatting. Just from the expiry dates point of view, it's a pretty neat system. I have enjoyed designing that one. And then we've got all our material this end, so everything from our boxes, bubble wrap, we've got it all at this end. And then on that end over here, we then have our outbound roller shutter door. And this is where we have all our couriers come and pick up all pallets, UPS come and pick up all boxes. And I'll just walk out into the courtyard so you can see out there too. When we first moved in, we never had these on, the roller shutter doors weren't on, they weren't electronic. And one of the things that we wanted to do is make them electronic because of time, and it's just so much easier. But this is the courtyard. This is all our land, if you like. I'm just going to walk to you over here because this is an exciting project that we've got going on right now, and this is a part of our staff well-being and our staff culture that we're developing. We've got a nice little seating area. We've got a weight station. We've got some pull-up station. We're going to have a barbecue out here. We've got a fire out here. And then over the summer, when it's not quite like this, we're going to be able to have some staff barbecues out in the courtyard and really just make a great day of it with the team. In terms of here, we've got the staff entrance. We've put, this is now the inbound roller shutter door, where we've also put like nice little flower pots, you know, little things that we're just proud to be here. And then that's the little ramp that comes up into the courtyard. But yeah, in terms of sort of setting up, when you first move into the warehouse, I mean, when we first moved into our first warehouse, we didn't have any equipment. We was on the floor, literally on the floor. We didn't have shelving. We had tape, like squares on the floor. We did shipments from the floor on our hands and knees. All the equipment that we have now, in terms of the streams, in terms of like the trolleys and the way we actually maneuver products around this warehouse, like these are some of the trolleys that we've got as well for moving products. We never had all that at start, so it's about trying to make it as cost effective as you possibly can, while not going too advanced when you don't need to go too advanced. You know, we didn't have these quality control cameras because we was just using our phones and we were just taking loads of photos to start with. We didn't have these laptops because we used to just write on pieces of paper and then go back to the office. The weighing scales, we used to have like bathroom weighing scales. Even the bins, you know, as simple as like the bins, we've now got these are like big sort of black plastic ones, like actual bins. But when we first started, we used to use cardboard boxes because there was no need for it, right? It was about cost saving. The same with the pallet trucks. We didn't have pallet trucks when we first started, and we would really ask every single supplier, could you please come with a pallet truck? Until we got to a point where it was like, okay, we're going to invest in a pallet truck. So these are the sort of things that's happened over years and months of continuing to work hard and continuing to do that, you know, all the effort that you're putting in, and just trying to be as savvy as you possibly can. So that's just been a bit of a walk around. I hope it's been worthwhile. Wanted just to come. This is all the team's gone now. It's Friday evening, so I wanted just to. I was coming in to come to the warehouse to get myself prepared for the following week and some of the goals that we've got going on. And I just thought I'd get the camera out and use this opportunity not just to give a bit of a walk. The fact that it's actually been. Let me just have a seat here. The fact that it's been a year since we moved into here, and it's actually been 5 years, 2016, when we moved into our first 2,000 square foot warehouse. You know, it's pretty crazy to think how much you can achieve and how much you can do. And you've just got to keep working. You've got to keep working hard. You got to keep pushing yourself, and you got to keep just the smallest investments that you can make to speed up the time, speed up the processing, the handling, the creation of shipments, the completion of shipments. You know, everything from the bubble wrapping to the bagging to the inbound to logging items in. Every single day, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is just looking at every single microsystem, really, every single microsystem, and just trying to optimize every small little component as much as you possibly can, making one step progress every single day. And then over the long term, you naturally will get quicker, faster, better quality control. You'll learn more, the team will learn more, and you'll keep learning and keep evolving as a business. Now, there's no doubt about it. We haven't even started, right? It's only been 12 months. This is a marathon. We've got decades of innovation. We've got decades of improvements. We've got decades of learning to do, and we try to keep as focused and as urgent as we possibly can every single day. And now it's about trying to keep developing the team, keep developing our HR systems, our staff wellbeing systems, going through education. We've got some great apprentices now, going through some programs, courses, getting our leaders and managers involved in reading books, going through training programs, and keep expanding ourselves. And this is just the process of what we've experienced, and I know you will have been experiencing this too. So, you know, if you have got to this point, I'd love for you to let me know what your thoughts are. You know, the goal behind this entire warehouse series and this vlog series that we've been doing over the last 5 years of warehouses is just to keep sharing with you that you can do this, you can take massive action and make it happen, but also to keep a moment in time that we can always reflect back to the days when we was at home, and really use that as fuel to remember where we started all the time, and continue to have that hunger, which we do every single day. I'm as hungry now, and I'm as much motivated now. I wish that you was here in the warehouse, that I could really go into some fine details about everything, and if you've got any questions about specifics, it'd be amazing. So a couple of sort of calls to action in this. Number one, if you're watching this in the current day, we do have our first mastermind that's going to be happening in the next few weeks. At the time of this recording, we're in June. Our first mastermind and our first visit to the warehouse is going to be the 17th of July, which is super, super exciting. But secondly, a part of this warehouse, I'm actually going to be creating an actual training program, and I'm going to actually have an evening which I'd love to invite you to. If the link's down below, it will be ready, it'll be live, and you'll be able to register. If it's not, then just keep an eye out on that, because I'd love to I'm going to schedule an evening where I want to, if you're interested in warehouses, I want to be able to have a great sort of live call, live training where I can answer all your questions, and we can talk specifics about different things that you're experiencing, whether you are just getting prepared to get into a warehouse, whether you're looking for a warehouse right now, whether you're in a warehouse right now and you've got specifics on questions that you may have, because I know it's going to be something that I'm excited for and I love to talk about, and at the same time I can most definitely help you too if you've got any questions. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care, keep taking massive action. Really look forward to supporting you throughout this journey, and keep creating these behind the scenes vlogs where we walk and talk and share updates on everything that we're up to right now. So take care, keep taking massive action, and I look forward to speaking to you again very, very soon. Bye bye.